Caroline, I love bracelets and rings because they are something that I, as the wearer, get to enjoy, like on myself. And, earrings, right, and a necklace, once you put it on in the morning, you can't see it again. So this is your precious and white zircon tennis bracelet. It's a tennis bracelet. I'm obsessed with this, though, because, again, if you're like a tennis bracelet in 14 karat gold that had emeralds in it, way out of my reach, way out of everybody's reach. This is an emerald gemstone, sterling silver tennis bracelet for 5 easy payments of the, I moved this, hold that thought, of $38. Oh my gosh. 5 easy payments of $38 on this, and we do have sizes. So the sizes are going to be small, 6 3/4, average 7 1/4, large 8-inch, and we are very limited. Let me give you gemstones, and the gemstones look like this. This is almost half off. So the price is $189. You're saving $185. Here it is. These are the royal gemstones. So sapphire. In the small, we have 2 dozen. Average, we have 5 dozen. Large, we have what? 3 dozen in the large. And then when we go to the emerald, my emerald, which I'm obsessed with, we have 1 dozen small, 4 dozen average, 15 in the large. So we're very limited. And then you go into the ruby, my July babies. Last call in the small, 2 dozen in the average, 20 in the large. And as we're right here, I do want you to know that they've like completely, if you went into the very high-end jewelry store where this was 14 karat gold and these were these rubies in 14 karat gold or in platinum, for example, you still get the box close and the double clasp on either side, just as if you were going into one of those jewelry stores where they have the guard at the door and you have to ring the bell and they let you in, and then you go in and you look at things. J404455 is your item number. No reorder on this. The colors and the brightness and how it's made, so beautifully done. And all these stations, if you come on in close, right? So not only do you get this amazing, gorgeous oval prong set gemstone, but then in between, there is, right, another gem right there. There is your white zircon. So it's just crazy. And by the way, when we talk about carats, the ruby is anywhere from 7 to 7.5 carats of rubies. So that's why we're very limited in all these. When you go to the emerald, it's anywhere from 6 to 6.5 carats. And then the sapphire is anywhere from 8 to 8.5 carats. There is no way that you can get this for under $90. It's kind of crazy to me, Caroline, that we even have this available.
It is. And like you said earlier that you opened with, I mean, we're able to offer you these precious gemstones, the big 3 of gemstones, right under diamonds are those rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and set them in sterling silver at this price. I mean, and that's something that's quite unique to QVC. I haven't seen anyone else doing that on the market, and it is so smart because it allows you to have these important gemstones for a fraction of the price that as they would be if they were set in platinum, they were set in gold, and they had diamond accents.
And these are not fake. These are real, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes, these are all natural gemstones. And they're coming, the emeralds, I mean, look at those. They're glowing. Those are coming out of Brazil. The sapphires are coming out of Thailand, which is famous for that really deep color sapphire that you can see there.
Yeah.
And then the rubies are coming out of Mozambique, another glowing gemstone. And so whether you have one of these big 3 gemstones in your collection or you're ready to have one for the very first time, this is a great piece to start with.
Yeah, and you know what? All you need to do is pick your size. Can you imagine the squeals of delight when you give the rubies to your July baby? I mean, what? Head exploding. And you can actually say, baby, I just gave you 7 to 7.5 carats of rubies. I mean, I'm sorry, what? Like, how does that even happen? And you've got that easy pay of $38, so slightly more than $1 a day. You also have until the end of January to decide whether or not you're going to keep it. All you need to know is, what is somebody's wrist size? Do they need the small at 6 3/4, the average at 7 1/4, or the large at 8-inch? And I'm going to actually just come in close here because, again, when we talk about this clasp, and I hate to kind of harp on something, but like, these are how they do the clasps when you go into the real jewelry. I mean, like the, again, store with the guard, right?
Absolutely. Yes, and you want when you're wearing gemstones that, are important gemstones, you want them to be secure on your wrist,
Yeah.
or on your ear or wherever you're wearing them. And so we've gone that length to give you that great clasp, finished clasp, doesn't break the pattern. The gemstones go all the way around with those safeties on the side, two different safeties to lock it down into place.
And and it's not even as if this is just the gemstones. We've also put the zircon in there as well. It's kind of crazy.
It is, yeah. That zircon is such a bright white gemstone. It's a natural gemstone that is coming out of the earth. And so it's such a good highlight for these vibrantly
Right.
saturated gemstones to
Yep.
have that crisp, clean pop of white next to it.
Yeah, I mean, so absolutely gorgeous. I said, oh my gosh, grab the emerald for me because, I'm a May baby. And when I was growing up, there were no emerald rings that I could get that, anybody in my family was like, okay, we can't afford the emeralds, but now we can. The ruby one is going really quickly. This is almost half off. You're saving $185 and the price is $189. So, there's no better time than the present. And this is the lowest price it has ever been. So everybody else was paying $375, and right now we're at under $190. When you say run, don't walk, if you're somebody who feels like I got to treat somebody that I totally love, this is what you're going to treat them with. J404455. Okay, I can't even tell you how much I'm in love with this ring.